This is a certified hood classic.
Superman was busy introducing his cousin Kara to the house she'd be staying at when a big-ass arm broke through the door and sent the Man of Steel flying away like he was Vegeta in this fight against Cooler. Upon seeing the arm in the door, I was like, yo, don't tell me this man is actually pulled up on his rival's crib to throw hands. And I turned out correct as Darkseid broke out of the door frame with his Hall of Fame Intimidator badge equipped, ready to cook some Kryptonians for dinner. Now for those that don't know, this nigga Darkseid is one of the most powerful beings in the DC universe. This man is capable of many horrendous feats, but right now, the man wanted to destroy Superman for clapping him in all their previous encounters. Supergirl was flabbergasted by Darkseid's sudden entrance, but couldn't react in time as the menace swatted her away like she was an annoying fly. The bum Darkseid is gonna regret doing that because the beatdown Supergirl gave this man late in the fight was too glorious. Anyways, Darkseid set his sights on Superman and told the Man of Steel he's gonna end his existence once and for all.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
As the Menace fired out his 100 overall Omega beams at Superman, causing the hero to pull out the Tom and Jerry scream. Supergirl was not about to let her cousin get clapped by Darkseid again and took the beams instead, which led to her briefly being knocked out.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Superman at this point was done with Darkseid's bullshit, and you can't really blame the GOAT superhero. Like, imagine, you're showing your cousin that you haven't seen in ages her new home, and out comes your ops with a devious plan of getting his lick back at you. I would have been pissed too, man. Superman charged Darkseid, and I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, the GOAT hero is gonna pack up Darkseid just like that for clapping Kara, but nah, Darkseid caught this man in mid-flight motion and choked him out. Yeah, we're back in that Jobber Superman era, guys. Supes even tried to escape the villain's clutches by using his heat vision, but this demon Darkseid used his big ass hand to trap the heat vision in, leading to the Man of Steel's face being blown up. She was getting embarrassing for the Man of Steel as Darkseid battered him around like a lifeless punching bag and packed his ass up to soak some sun. Total disrespectful move right there. Now remember earlier in the video when I told y'all Kara was going to give Darkseid a sensational beatdown? Well, now is that time as Kara charged at Darkseid like she was a bullet bill in Super Mario and gave the Menace the Sanji two-piece kick combo to the stomach, causing the man to fly away into the Kent's house. I feel bad for Batman and Green Arrow because those two niggas are going to have to pay for the property damages of the Kents. Darkseid was having the time of his life as he realized Supergirl might give him a proper 1v1 unlike Superman. I don't mean to trash talk the GOAT hero, but damn, DC can't help but make this nigga a jobber in adaptations. The fight commenced again as Darkseid fired his Omega beams at Supergirl. One funny fact about Darkseid is no matter what adaptation it is you're watching of him, the man is always going to spam his goddamn Omega beams. Anyways, the Queen Supergirl dodged the beams and gave Darkseid a Broly uppercut, which led to him flying out of the house again. The 1v1 got more physical as Darkseid pulled out the whole Getting Those Stomp animation to get his point up over Supergirl and continued collecting up more points as the Menace flung Kara's body around like he was the Hulk in his throwdown with Loki. Darkseid realized shit was looking good for him in this 1v1 and sat back in his gamer chair to spam his Omega beams. Now we need to talk about one of the coldest scenes in the movie easily as Kara performed a whole backward body flip on Darkseid to hit him with his Omega beams. God, one of the most badass Supergirl moments ever, and Darkseid deserved the same treatment of his Omega beams for spamming that shit so much in the 1v1. Oh yeah, now Supergirl is in her era as she battered Darkseid around like a piñata ready to be open and kicked his sorry ass into the air to deliver a bunch of punches, stone freestyle. Now you know this nigga Darkseid don't got no type of variety in his moveset as the man immediately pulled out his Omega beams after being comboed to hell by Supergirl. Like bro, do something else.
This nigga is trash.
Even with all the great maneuvers Supergirl pulled off in this 1v1, it didn't amount to anything as Darkseid still came out victorious due to his Hall of Fame recovery badge. Darkseid even told Kara she'd be more formidable under his command, but the Queen wasn't having this bullshit, which led to the Menace pulling out his Omega beams for the millionth time, clapping her instantly. Darkseid was getting ready to return to Apokolips when the GOAT superhero Superman pulled back up with a mighty entrance. From this entrance alone, I could tell Superman was pissed off. Like Frieza Saga, Goku type rage. Supes got ready to throw down with Darkseid again when he realized his cousin Supergirl was badly damaged from the fight a few moments ago. Now we need to talk about one of the most popular sequences from a DC movie as Superman walked right past Darkseid to check up on his cousin, which led to the villain grabbing his cape. The disrespect here was intense, but the man Darkseid even smirked at the Man of Steel, like bro was enjoying himself way too much. Superman had enough of Darkseid's games and minked his ass, which led to the villain flying away. This frame, y'all. Look at how this man Darkseid flew from the impact of the punch. That shit always makes me laugh. Like it reminded me of the niggas from Regular Show for some reason. The situation got serious again as Superman and Darkseid got back to throwing hands with each other, and not just any type of punching either. They were giving each other the Star Platinum punches. Like, look at this sequence here, man. Let me tell you something right here, man. Superman was going off on Darkseid here. This scene had that same energy as when Josuke cooked Rohan when the artist roasted his hair. Like, Superman was on a mission to punish this nigga Darkseid for what he did to Kara. And let's all be honest, if we were in Superman's place here, we would have done way worse, because how are you gonna jump these two and not expect to receive a beatdown in response? Shit was not looking good for Darkseid as Superman amped up his Sunlight Yellow overdrive by activating his heat vision too, and oh my god, look at Darkseid in this frame. You thought shit was nice earlier, huh, Darkseid? The man is probably thinking he should have dipped faster the moment he defeated Supergirl the first time around. Darkseid caught Superman with the Undertaker choke move and used his Omega beams again on his rival. I was thinking, please Kara, get up and help your cousin. He's about to lose the throwdown again because of this spammer. Luckily, Kara got up just in time and activated the mother box behind Darkseid. Realizing this, Superman kicked Darkseid away from him and delivered one of the rawest lines ever as he told the Menace to never pull up on his crib again or else he'd be sending his ass to the afterlife. Superman activated his heat vision one more time and sent the Tyrant back to his home. After being victorious, Supes made sure to hug his cousin Supergirl and sat down to vibe with her. Clark Kent was busy speaking with Billy Batson about his Daily Planet project when the menace Black Adam appeared out of nowhere and performed the Hulk Thunderclap special maneuver, destroying a restaurant instantly. I'm assuming everyone watching this video knows who Black Adam is, thanks to the DC Extended Universe movie by The Rock, but if you don't know, Ted Adam is one of the most powerful beings in the DC Universe. Ted Adam has traded hands with the strongest heroes DC has to offer, such as Superman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter, so you already know this menace Ted Adam is a 96 overall talent. After flexing his power, Ted Adam flew into the decimated restaurant to confront Billy Batson as he realized the wizard chose the boy as the new champion of Shazam over him. Billy was like, what is this elf-eared looking ass geezer talking about? But he couldn't finish his question as Black Adam lifted him up in the air with a desire deleting him from the realm of life. Clark Kent got up from the ground and told Ted Adam to get the fuck away from the boy, but the villain wasn't having any of it. Like, look at Adam's face, bro. Bro was like, if you don't get your nosy ass out of my business, as the menace sent Clark Kent flying into another building. Oh, Black Adam's gonna regret doing that, man. After dealing with the reporter, Adam set his sights back on Billy Batson, but quickly noticed the boy was already gone and followed after him. Black Adam chased after Billy Batson like they were in an episode of Looney Tunes and got ready to delete the boy for good with a fire truck when a GOAT superhero Superman arrived just in time and caught the vehicle. Billy Batson couldn't help but activate his inner fanboy mode when he realized Superman saved him, and you can't blame the little bro. Being saved by Superman is a dream I know a lot of people have. Anyways, Black Adam flew down in front of Superman and asked the hero if he fights for the wizard. Supes answered Adam's question by delivering one of the greatest lines ever as he informed the villain he fights for those who can't fight for themselves. I'm telling you, man, Superman is the GOAT superhero for what he stands for, and this heroic line is even greater knowing George Newbern is the one voicing Superman in this movie. Tim Daly is also the GOAT voice too, by the way. Black Adam smirked to himself like he was part 3 deal and speared Superman into a building. Superman wasn't having any of Black Adam's disrespect and countered the villain by throwing his evil ass into the same building, causing Adam to crash to the floor. Realizing Superman is a 96 overall talent like him, Black Adam fired his lightning at the man, which wounded Supes, as the hero quickly noted he was hit with a magic-based attack. Now, for those that don't know, magic is an element Superman is vulnerable to as well, besides kryptonite. Black Adam flew down like a torpedo, ready to capture Billy Batson, when Superman grabbed the boy just in time and flew away from the villain. Ted Adam, who was tired of Superman's meddling, shot his Hall of Fame lightning at the hero again, leading to a brief shockwave effect from Superman blocking the attack. Realizing Black Adam was in the same tier category as him, Superman dropped Billy Bats into the floor and flew over to the villain to continue their 1v1 fight. Black Adam noticed Superman's vulnerability to magic and fired his Hall of Fame lightning at the hero with the biggest grin on his face. Bro pulled out the whole grin smile animation. Superman had enough of Black Adam's lightning and used his heat vision to momentarily stun the villain, allowing for the GOAT hero to mink his ass into a nearby building. However, Superman began to feel the effects of Adam's lightning attack and fell hard on the ground. Billy ran up to Superman and told the GOAT he won the fight. And there I was thinking to myself, like, Billy, you couldn't be any more wrong about y'all's current situation. It's gonna take more than one punch from Superman to defeat the 96 overall talent known as Black Adam. Black Adam picked up the building and slammed it onto Superman like he was Dio in his throwdown with Jotaro. Meanwhile, Billy Batson ran inside a train station and was met by the sudden appearance of Ted Adam. Billy dashed inside the railroad tracks with the plan of escaping Black Adam when the train pulled up out of nowhere. Billy tried heading back but was stopped by Adam as the menace pulled out the 2012 Thanos grin. I was thinking, damn, Billy Batson is cooked for good, huh? Luckily, I was wrong as Billy Batson somehow entered the train with no injuries at all. This little dude is about to get the buffs of a lifetime and he don't even know it yet. Billy enters the cave and meets the wizard Shazam, who tells him he's been chosen as the next champion of the gods. The geezer informs Billy that Ted Adam was once his champion a long time ago, but was banished for using the gifts bestowed by the gods for personal gain and corruption. Damn, this man Black Adam turned heel on the wizard Shazam and got mad when he got punished for using his gifts in the wrong way. If I was the old man, I would have done the same shit too. Ain't no way I'm about to have a 96 overall talent like Black Adam terrorizing the planet with the powers I gave him. The old man informed Billy to call out the name Shazam for assistance and sends his ass back to where Superman is. Meanwhile, shit was not looking good for Superman as the man was still dazed from Black Adam's attack. And not just any type of daze either. Bro was out cold like that white suit guy from Golden Wind after the gang finished jumping him. Black Adam picked up Superman and got ready to send him to the afterlife when Billy Batson pulled up and instructed his elf looking ass to leave Superman alone. That's what I'm talking about, Billy. Talk your shit. Ted Adam was like, oh shit, youngin, you're still alive from earlier? Damn, quite an impressive trick from a brat like you. Billy, who was in his 03 Hurricane era, ran up to Adam with the intention of throwing hands with a villain. And look at this frame, y'all. Bro raised up his eyebrow like he's The Rock out here. The Rock really was destined to play Black Adam, man. Ted Adam was like, alright little bro, you've had your fun. Time for me to exact my revenge by deleting you for good. As the menace threw Billy away like a flying disc. Billy ran for his goddamn life, while Black Adam tossed more lightning bolts at his direction. Now here comes the moment we've all been waiting for as Billy shouted out the name Shazam and transformed into a new being known as Captain Marvel. Let me tell you something, man, this shot of Captain Marvel here is too damn sick. Bro looks like he's been ripped out of a page of one of Alex Ross's drawings. Oh yeah, Adam, Billy is now a 96 overall talent like you. What are you going to do now when Captain Marvel runs wild on you? Billy was astonished at the fact he now possesses the body of a Chad, but couldn't savor the moment as the big time hater Black Adam rushed up to Captain Marvel with the goal of knocking out his adversary with a Kazuya Tekken punch. Captain Marvel caught Adam's punch with that diabolical grin of his and gave him the Shoryuken special move, which sent his ass flying away like a bullet bill. Black Adam was not about to get humiliated by an 11-year-old boy and threw a whole bunch of cards at Captain Marvel like a madman. Captain Marvel activated his Hall of Fame badge of speed and dashed through all the cards like he was the Flash. Black Adam threw one more vehicle at Captain Marvel with the hopes of sending him to the afterlife, but failed as Billy dodged the villain's attack and clapped him to the flying torpedo maneuver. Bro is really getting embarrassed by a kid who's only had his powers for 1 minute. Crazy work right there.
A few moments later.
Billy Batson was enjoying his newfound powers and Black Adam ambushed him with an Arkham silent takedown and chucked his ass to the ground. Black Adam at this point in the story was tired of being embarrassed by a little kid, and you can't blame the homie Adam. Like, imagine you've waited 5,000 years to exact your revenge on humanity only to be thwarted by a kid who was chosen as your new replacement. I would have just retired if that was me. Anyways, Black Adam prepared to finish off Captain Marvel with his 96 overall lightning when Superman pulled up and knocked his ass into a nearby mountain with his signature heat vision special. With Black Adam temporarily stunned, Superman used the opportunity to get acquainted with his new partner Captain Marvel. Here is where the title of this video, Throwing Hands, derives from, as Black Adam flew out of the mountain like a crazed lunatic and began giving Superman a 3-piece combo Tekken style. This fight was already such a banger to me, y'all, but I lost it when Superman tried delivering a roundhouse kick on Black Adam. Like, that's just a move you rarely see the Man of Steel do. Nightwing, Black Canary, and Wonder Woman, you can see them doing a move like that, but Superman, hell nah. I'm used to him battering fools with his fists. She was not looking good for Superman as Black Adam delivered one more little Mac punch to his face, causing the Man of Steel to crash into the mountain. Superman chucked the pillar of the mountain at Ted Adam, but his 96 overall talent proceeded to destroy the entire pillar with his lightning. Black Adam is standing on business of clapping Superman and Captain Marvel, and you can't help but root for him with how much style he's bringing in this 1v2 fight. Anyways, Black Adam flew up to Superman and Captain Marvel and backhanded the Captain away, and look at the homie smile as he gets ready to attack Superman. You can tell he's enjoying this throwdown way too much. Ted Adam hit Supes with a back elbow and yeeted his ass away with his 96 overall lightning. Here comes possibly the most famous moment from the 1v2 throwdown, as Captain Marvel tried utilizing his own 96 overall lightning, only to catch a Ming to the face, a Ming to the stomach, a Shoryuken, and then a kick to the gut, causing the hero to fly away like a Dragon Ball Z character. Black Adam, bro, you gotta chill. I know you're pissed off, but damn, this dude is really giving the hands to an 11-year-old. She would never not make me laugh, man. Superman catches Captain Marvel and tosses the lightning hero back up to Adam so he can deliver a Big Show knockout punch onto the villain. Supes flies up and delivers a Mink of his own to distract Black Adam. Now I was happy as fuck watching this shit go down because Clark and Billy were finally jumping the menace known as Black Adam with a Hall of Fame jumping technique. Captain Marvel grabbed Adam and flew over to Superman, allowing for the Man of Steel to clock his ass with a clothesline from hell. JBL would be proud, man. The situation got more serious as Black Adam resorted to destroying a nearby dam, forcing Superman to focus on the escaping water, allowing for him to face off against Captain Marvel in a 1v1. Truly a piece of work Adam is to do evil shit like that, but hey, he is a supervillain, so of course he'd do something like that to get a point up over the heroes.
12 seconds later.
Black Adam made a spectacular entrance in Fawcett City, and look at the homie's face in this brief frame. You can tell the man's happy knowing he doesn't have to worry about getting jumped anymore by two 96 overall superheroes. Then out of nowhere, a lady in a car pulls up behind Black Adam, and I was thinking, oh god, am I about to see Ted Adam pull a GTA superpowered mod on the civilians of Fawcett City? Unfortunately, I turned out correct as Black Adam curb stomped the convertible into the ground and caught the blonde lady with a chokehold. Bruh, if this was GTA, Adam would have had 5 stars for the way he's terrorizing the city. Like, I couldn't be a civilian in superhero stories, man. One minute you're heading to Walmart or someplace, and out comes a 96 overall supervillain like Black Adam coming to use you as bait to lure the hero. Captain Marvel flew down to the ground and realized the type of situation he just got himself into. Yeah, my guy, this bum Black Adam is about to use a defenseless woman against you so that you can surrender to him. Black Adam, who was in his Dio Brando era, gave a whole villain monologue on why should he use his powers to protect no people like them. Because they are weak? Black Adam followed up by saying since he has the power of 7 gods, he should be treated as one too. But the homie Captain Marvel wasn't having his bullshit reasoning in order for the villain to drop the lady. Black Adam raised his eyebrow up like the Rock again and told Captain Marvel he'll drop the lady if he reverts back to his human form. I was thinking, Billy, no, don't do it, but of course Billy has a wonderful heart, so he quickly reverted back to his normal form. Black Adam was like, oh shit, this kid is dumb as fuck for real, and touched the lady up in the air like Vegeta did in his heel turn on Nappa back in the Sand Saga. Billy got ready to transform into his heroic form when Black Adam dashed up to the boy and sealed his mouth shut before he could utter the word Shazam. Superman, where are you, bro? Billy needs your help like now. Black Adam got ready to turn Billy into a Mortal Kombat fatality, and when the GOAT superhero Superman pulled up just in time and fired his heat vision at the menace. The GOAT also managed to save the lady too. Superman continued throwing hands with Adam while Billy yelled to himself that he can't be weak anymore, and y'all, I could just tell from Billy's eyes here that he was about to give Black Adam a thunderous beating. Now y'all, we need to talk about this funny ass shot. Look at Black Adam posting over that devilish grin of his. Bro was enjoying his role as the villain in this story way too much, man. Captain Marvel flew up to Adam and punched him so hard a shockwave was created. Adam was like, hold up youngin, I know you're not going off on me right now, but before Adam could do anything, he received a Goku stomach punch to the gut, which elevated him to the sky. Captain Marvel finished his Tekken combo by punching Black Adam and yeeting his ass to the ground. Oh yeah, Black Adam is cooked. There's no way he's coming back from that one. Billy gave Adam the Ganondorf stomp and got ready to finish Black Adam off for good when Superman walks up and talks him out of deleting the villain. Black Adam, being the big loser that he is, informs the two heroes that only death can stop him. Taki Tani, Billy Batten's guardian, who's a tiger, which is so goddamn cool, reveals himself to everyone there and tells Superman and the captain that he'll make sure Black Adam is banished once again. Black Adam was like, yeah buddy, no, and shouted the word Shazam, which reverted his body back into a greatly aged form thanks to the amount of time he spent away from Earth. And just like that, bro got turned into an Infinity War dead simulation. Barda was getting ready to tell Diana about her hellish childhood in the Coliseum when they were both stopped in their tracks from the commanding voice of Granny Goodness. Now, for those that don't know, Granny Goodness is one of the most twisted ladies DC has to offer. If she sees someone young she can manipulate into being one of her killing machines, she will definitely do it. Recently in DC Comics, she tried doing that twisted method on Wally's new kid and paid the price with a load of crazy diamond punches. Granny Goodness proclaims both of the heroes will die as the camera focuses on her female Furies. DC Comics is home to many formidable groups, with the female Furies being one of them. The most popular lineup of the Furies has usually consisted of Lashina, Mad Harriet, and Stompa, with Big Barda as the leader of the murderous team. The lineup we see in the shot is 90% the same as the one I mentioned, with the exception of one difference. The fine lady here, aka Guillotina, a formidable swordswoman who seriously needs to be adapted in more adaptations alongside the more popular members of the group. Barda and Diana pull out the SummerSlam 2022 Lynch Belair poster animations to compete in a 2v4 matchup against the Furies and DAWG. With the way Guillotina is smiling in this frame, you can tell she has something immoral planned for Barda. Guillotina tells Barda she shouldn't have come back to Apocalypse, but is pleased she did anyways, so she can finally fulfill her desire of watching Barda be deleted. Guillotina is a very capable fighter, considering she's one of the classic Furies from the Jack Kirby, New God era days, but she's capping hard if she thinks she'll be able to pack up Barda. Barda claps back at Guillotina by saying she'd like for her former teammate to go to hell. Since they're already in Apocalypse, there's no need to, and Guillotina's face in this frame. Why is homegirl so pissed at Barda's clapback? You're spitting so much game at Barda, but then want to get mad and the same energy is directed back at you. Make that make sense. Barda gives a heads up to Diana on the strategy of the Furies as Granny Goodness commands her group to delete both of the heroines. The Furies ran up to Barda and Diana like track stars, ready to pack up the two heroes for good. Guillotina made it her mission to be the first Fury to throw blades with Barda, as she was still ticked off from the comments of her former teammate, an all-time hater right there. Now we all know DC animated movies have some dope fight scenes, but the ones in this throwdown were something special. Guillotina evades Barda's attack, so Stompa, the powerhouse of the group, can deliver an 06 Bobby Lashley spear on her. Stompa tries knocking Barda's head off with a punch, but receives a mink for her troubles instead. With Stompa stunned, Barda uses the opportunity to sling her ass away with his signature Rey Mysterio Hurricanrana. Nearby, Mad Harriet was trying her best to slice up Diana, but kept failing tremendously as Diana had the Ultra Instinct reflexes locked to the max. Realizing their former leader was turning them into a bunch of pushovers, the Furies decide to activate their jumping technique to humble the hero, as Lashina, the Fury who almost had a baby with Superman in the DC animated universe, tried to entangle Barda with her electric whips. The jumping plan didn't go the way Lashina planned, as Diana caught the whip with her lasso and pulled her ass down to the ground, forearm styles to follow up with a Bruce Lee Bowen kick to the face. The Queen Diana always stands on firm business when it comes to a brawl. Like, look at this fire setup Diana did with her lasso. Ain't no female hero doing it like Diana. Mad Harriet, being a big time hater, tried performing an Arkham Fear takedown on Diana, but failed as Diana blocked her attacks and gave her the kiss punch to the face. This is embarrassing. Y'all got the numbers game and Diana's still clowning the both of you. You two need to go back to the Hall of Fame jumping course class 1 program again, because this is pitiful. Lashina aims her whip at Diana, which forces the Amazon to block, and this shot of Diana's face is so intense, out here glaring like you're reaching from Bleach. Diana is probably thinking, damn, is this all y'all do? Jump someone when one of your sisters is close to receiving a Gwest type beating? Diana stands up ready to throw weapons with Lashina again. Hold up, why is old girl smiling? You've been getting zipped up by Diana so far along with your homegirl. You should not be smiling. I'd be spamming hard on the square button to connect those whip strikes if I was you. The battle commences once again as Lashina aims her whip at Diana, only for Diana to block with her sword. Close by, Big Barda was out here turning Guillotina into Chunin Exam's Tenten as she gave the blonde woman a swift blow to the face with her staff. The powerhouse of the group, Stompa, wanted to try her luck with Barda again and began boxing with her enemy. Mad Harriet saw her chance to jump Diana while she was caught with Guillotina and immediately dove in. Diana locked Guillotina away, allowing for her to evade Mad Harriet just in time. At this point, Diana regrouped with Barda and had to tell her friend the Furies are really good at throwing hands. I've been clowning the Furies a bit so far in this video, but these girls are really good at what they do, especially in the comics. Barda was like, of course they are, I trained them after all. The situation turned dire for the two heroines as the Furies lined up to jump them again. Granny Goodness, who was in her sadistic commentator era, ordered her women to delete Barda and Diana once and for all. Mad Harriet tried her luck with Barda again, only to receive an Elden Ring shield bash. Barda set her attention to Lashina and sent her flying away with her staff. Stompa, who was tired of seeing her girls get embarrassed, tried utilizing the clothesline from hell, only to be tossed away like Goku in his fight against full-powered Frieza. Meanwhile, Diana and Guillotina were in the middle of a Jen Shuluen sword duel, only for Diana to end a quick sword fight with a roundhouse kick to the head. The Queen Diana is going off and I'm loving every moment. Stampa successfully utilizes the fear takedown on Diana and throws her ass to the ground. With Diana dazed on the ground, Stampa attempted to finish things off with a Ganondorf stomp. Diana was able to roll out of the way and Stampa was like, oh nah, I'm stomping the shit out of you. It's literally my name, you can't deny me forever. As Stampa finally succeeded in her Ganondorf stomp and she kept slamming her foot onto Diana's shield. This shot of Stampa had me laughing, man. Girl was happy she lived up to her name in this fight. Now we need to talk about one of the most bone-chilling moments in the fight so far as Barda stabbed her staff right through Stampa's chest to save her friend Diana. Y'all, this scene had me out here with my jaw open. Barda straight up gave Stampa the Mortal Kombat 9 Kano fatality. I kinda felt bad for Stampa even though I know she would have done the same thing if their positions were reversed. Diana thanks Barda for saving her but couldn't enjoy her recovery as she got bullet billed from behind by Mad Harriet. Barda tried running up to help Diana but was smacked upside the head Looney Tunes style by Lashina. Diana's predicament wasn't looking too good either as Mad Harriet was trying to eat out her face. An appalling action right there. Diana in her mind was like, yeah, you're not eating my gorgeous face, and gave her the Triborg headbutt x-ray to the face, causing her to drop to the floor. Diana used the available time to pin her sword at Harriet's throat and even spoke some trash at the crazed Fury. Fortunately, the circumstances got worse for Diana as the remaining Furies led by Granny Goodness were able to capture Barda. That revelation shocked Diana greatly, and it shocked me too. Their Hall of Fame jumping technique actually worked on Barda. Guillotina ordered Diana to surrender or else the dies. Damn girl, calm down. I know you feel some type of way about Barda, but no need to say some foul shit like that. I know I can't talk, but still. Barda pleaded with Diana to not give in to the Furies' demands. Meanwhile, Granny Goodness was having the time of her life. She was ready to let her boss Darkseid know she got the Amazon combatant he's always wanted and receive a big time raise. Big time hater Guillotina was in her Mortal Kombat X Hanzo Hasashi level desire of wanting to kill Barda and asked Granny to let her delete her op once and for all. Diana tried negotiating with Granny, but it fell on deaf ears as she ordered Guillotina to send Barda to the afterlife. And yo, look at Guillotina's face. She's a sick individual, man. The way she's grinning knowing she can finally kill Barda. Guillotina exhibits all the traits of an elite hater. Unknown to the Furies, Diana had successfully filled up her signature move, Blue Bar, and tossed her lasso at Guillotina to drop her to the floor. Surprising and upsetting Granny Goodness. Granny Goodness looked at Guillotina like, damn, you were talking all that shit at Barda, and Diana just is still failed. Why are you like this? The next sequence is crazier as Barda gave Lashina a swift kick to the chin. Damn near took her head off with the Sweet Chin music special. You know that kick packed some power with the way those 4 small specks of spit sprinkled out of Lashina's mouth. Barda continued the tragic beatdown of Lashina by delivering another instant headbutt to the villainess. Diana gave Mad Harriet a stiff mink to the face, which was well deserved with the way she was spamming the Injustice 2 cheetah jump animation the whole fight. Diana ran up to Guillotina, dodged her attack and performed a senton on her sorry ass before putting Granny Goodness in a leg lock. Now we need to talk about the last sensational move in this fight as Barda dodged Lashina's attack and delivered a Mortal Kombat X Scorpion X-ray knee to the villainous face to knock her out. All with her arms tied up, by the way. The circumstances weren't looking too hot for our boy the Flash, aka Wally West, as the hero moved himself out of the rubble like an injured Dragon Ball character. Nearby, Braniac Luthor successfully finished powering himself up like a final villain of an arc. And dog, this shot is so damn raw. Our boy Lex looks sleek in his gold armor. Y'all are probably wondering, how in the blue hell did Lex Luthor transform into a magical being like this? Well, it all started when Braniac and Lex Luthor fused into one, Dragon Ball Z style, to form a new entity. And that's a scary thought brought to life right there. Two of the smartest individuals in DC fusing together is some outlandish shit. That's like if Thanos and Darkseid fused together. From here, Braniac and Luthor proceed to fatherize each member to Justice League with ease, like he's out here rerunning a level 1 video game mission. So yeah, it ain't looking too good for Wally right now. Wally told Luthor he lost the throwdown with the biggest grin imaginable, and I already knew bro shouldn't have said some cap shit like that because of his current predicament. Suddenly, 2 artificial soldiers manifested out of nowhere to hoist Wally up from the ground as Braniac Luthor told the speedster that he indeed won the throwdown as his squad is still taking Snorlax sleeps from their embarrassing L's. As Luthor continues walking up to Wally, the fused being creates a shotgun with his newfound powers, and man, this shot of Luthor is too sinister. Bro is ready to activate his inner 2019 Daquan local self to blast Wally's head off with a gun. What makes this scene even more terrifying is how Braniac's voice switches to Luthor's more dominant voice as the man tells Wally he'll finally be getting his revenge on him and the League. You know this nigga Lex had been waiting to get the chance to wax the League with the way they used to cook him and his squad the entire series. Braniac tells the Flash that the question may have been correct by the prophecy of the hero's death, as he currently has a shotgun aimed at him like he's about to cap off in a target range. Luthor even reminds Flash that when he kills him, Armageddon will start on the world, and that's something he's looking forward to seeing. Luthor is a sick individual, man. Luthor finally has the power to change the world, and he's doing it all for the wrong reasons of getting payback on the heroes who clapped him for all the right reasons. I'm not gonna lie though, if I was a villain and got moved up to being a 99 overall with prestige attributes, I'd be getting my look backs on my ops too. Flash pulls out the Bugs Bunny note and vibrates out of the artificial soldier's clutches, destroying them both. It's a good thing Flash still has his Hall of Fame vibrations intact. Wally stands up to Braniac Luthor, and this frame, oh my god, why is homie out here with the same post-up animations as Perfect Cell when he was cooking Vegeta in their fight? Dude knows he has that final boss energy and doesn't see the Flash as a threat to his Blackbeard plans. Luthor even X-Flash if he plans on fighting him while also calling the hero a boy. That's some disrespectful shit to say, man. Out here trying to take Wally's dignity away that the Rock has been trying to do with Cody Rhodes during their feud. Flash stares at the 99 overall villain before him and dashes away as the homie was not trying to get packed up like Francis in this match against Anthony. I was thinking, damn, Flash really just ran away from Braniac Luthor. I understand the way, but damn, shit had me disappointed seeing my GOAT hero utilize the Joestar secret technique. Lex even stepped back like, damn, his scary ass actually ran away from me and started reconstructing his building, Cooper style, and the man suddenly paused what he was doing as he heard someone moving towards him at an alarming speed who turned out to be the Flash. Oh, this had me excited, y'all. The next scene is too remarkable as the Flash killed Braniac Luthor, destroying the armor on his right arm. From one attack, the Flash was able to do this. Oh yeah, Luthor, you fucked up big time, my guy, with your yapping. As Luthor looked back in the same direction, he was hit with another Luffy Gear 2 bazooka from Flash, resulting in the villain to lose more of the gold armor from his upper right shoulder. Lex gotta be tweaking or something. How has this man not thought of moving out of the spot he's getting clapped in? So much for being the smartest character in DC. Anyways, now we need to talk about the next big sequence as the Flash started moving so fast that his body transformed into the same lightning as the one on his chest. The best Flash running scene, I don't make the rules. Flash began moving across different countries at the speed of light and paused. My dude is standing there like a deer in headlights. This fraud doesn't know what to do as he receives another smack from Wally, resulting in Luthor to fall back like that viral Joker clip. We've all seen our share of overly confident villains get mixed up by one of the main characters when they tap into their true power, but man, it was greatly emphasized here as Wally continued running across the world to smack Luthor not just once or twice or 3 times, but a total of 4 times. This is why you don't talk shit when you haven't 100% been declared the victor of a throwdown, because now Luthor is experiencing how it feels to be treated like Android Saga Vegeta. Not to mention, Luthor has lost 65% of his golden experience Requiem color palette armor. No bro is mad. As Lex Luthor looked up, he was met with the golly post-up of the Flash. This gotta be one of the best poses of all time. The lightning coursing around his body, the Batman glare. The man clocked in his 95 Michael Jordan offense and isn't planning on stopping anytime soon. Lex, who at this point has shown he's a phony, tries to attack Flash but gets pinned as the Flash utilizes one of the coolest things a speedster can do in the comics, just continually vibrate his hands onto someone. Lex wasn't liking this overpowered maneuver at all as the menace started screaming out like Tom. Meanwhile, the rest of the Justice League got out of the rubble like recovering NPCs as the Flash kept vibrating on Luthor. You know this process for Luthor must have been excruciating as the man kept moving his head in different places like an uncontrollable substance until an explosion finally occurred. As the dust settled, the Justice League looked on as their homie the Flash succeeded in eradicating Braniac from Lex Luthor's body. The only problem though is Flash couldn't control the side effects of his body vibrating at a high frequency from running so dang fast. I was scared for Flash here, the way he was looking at his hands like Akashi in that one messed up scene. Flash looked at his squad and uttered the words, "I feel kind of funny," before vanishing entirely, shocking each one of his friends there. Yeah y'all, before the infamous "I don't feel so good" segment from Infinity War, we had this scene from Justice League Unlimited. This scene gave me a huge hole in my chest. Watching each of Justice League gasp like, damn, the jokester of our group is really gone. This can't be. Lex Luthor, who was in his petty loser era, chuckled to himself about actually deleting the Flash like the prophecy foretold. And you dumbass, why would you say some foolish stuff like that? I know Lex goofed badly when he looked up at Superman and saw the GOAT hero looking down at him like an owl ready to strike on his prey. Lex was like, so I'm gonna end up like Mortal Kombat X Quan Chi, huh? And got put into a chokehold by Superman. Oh nah, Superman, calm down, my guy. Understand what this twisted individual did was wrong, but turning on your heat vision, dude is about to transform into Injustice Superman right now. Diana even tried stopping Clark, but Batman prevented her from doing so as the second GOAT hero wanted to know if it was finally time to pack up the all-star talent known as Superman with one of his prep time techniques. Superman deactivated his heat vision and pulled Lex in front of him to inform him that he won't be the man who packs up President Luthor, though he wishes he were the man. Look Clark, all you need to do is call up the main man Lobo and he'll gladly do it. All jokes aside, the Chad Marshamander informed the squad Flash was still alive and that his spirit is fading and should retrieve him before it's too late. Thank God there's still a high chance of saving our boy. Shira walks sense of direction Wally vanished at and finds a portal leading to another dimension like a character in Avengers Endgame. Shayera calls out the Flash, and Flash answers her by telling her there's a beautiful force called the Speed Force and that it's time for him to be one with the Force. Now for those that don't know, the Speed Force is the source for many of the speedsters in DC Comics and first appeared during the Mark Waid, Wally West era days of the Flash, a GOAT run that I definitely recommend y'all checking out. When a Flash runs too fast or is killed in battle, they return back to the Speed Force. Examples of this phenomenon include Barry Allen, Johnny Quick, and Max Mercury. Shia was not willing to lose her little brother Wally and immediately reached out to grab his arm. John Stewart, Wally's big bro throughout the series, was on this LeBron James level of awareness as the man aided Shia in pulling Wally out of the Speed Force. One by one, the lead joined into his sister homies, and I know many folks out there clown Batman in this scene for pulling with all his might when there's like 4 people in front of him, the Hall of Fame levels of strength, but I find it so touching how Batman is trying his best to also save Wally. One thing about Batman is he cares deeply for the Flash in the comics, especially the Barry Allen version of the character. John delivers a touching statement as he tells Wally he has to return to them, as Shayera performs one more powerful Ultimate Alien forearms pull to free the Flash out of the Speed Force. This shot is so powerful, man. Throughout the entire series, Wally had the closest moments with Shayera and John, so it made it even more powerful. It was these two who embraced him the most the moment he returned back to them. Flash tells his friends he can never go that fast again to clap a villain or else he won't be coming back. Shayera and John were extremely happy realizing the team goofball was back, like Luffy levels of excitement. Seeing the rest of the league, including Batman Smile 2, knowing the Flash was back made this such a heartwarming scene.
Let's go!
The late 1930s and 1940s were a wild time in history. War was going on, so many laws were being put in place, but during that time as well, there was a comic renaissance occurring. Superheroes such as Superman and Batman came to life in 1938 and 1939. Then came the year 1940 with the creation of the Golden Age Flash, the OG Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick is the first of 4 Flashes we're going to be talking about, and he's easily one of the coldest characters from the World War II time period, and I mean, why wouldn't Jay be so cold? He's got that old school drip on, the Hermes helmet, the lightning symbol on his shirt, not to mention his sick boots as well. Jay Garrick rose to prominence in the 40s due to his amazing speed abilities and became a founding member of the Justice Society of America, a superhero team that predates the Justice League. Jay enjoyed relative success during the 40s and early 50s until the series was cancelled as a lot of superhero comics died down due to the fact the world was not at war anymore and just that folks wanted to look at more hopeful stuff, which led to the downfall of many superheroes in this decade. Basically, if you weren't Superman, Batman, or Wonder Woman, you were cooked for good. Jay would be absent for quite some time until the classic DC story Flash of Two Worlds that gave us the concept behind multiverses, such a classic story by the way. Since then, Jay has been a valuable player in DC. Jay has always had that dog in him because he's the OG Flash. He was created during the World War II era and he was one of the most famous superheroes of that time. Jay's up there with the best old dudes in media too. In the class, alongside Joseph Joestar, Uncle Eero, Whitebeard, Grandpa Max, Jiraiya, and much more. Jay's appearances in media such as The Flash by John Wesley Shipp and Justice 2, Young Justice helped solidify this fact even more. Without Jay, we wouldn't have Barry Allen, Wally West, or Bart Allen, so put some respect on this homie's name, bruh. Jay is one of the most experienced and compassionate characters in DC, and he isn't afraid to lay the smackdown when he has to. The way people love Uncle Eero from Avatar is exactly how folks look at Jay Garrick in the Flash family. The 100 overall talent known as Barry Allen is one of DC's greatest characters, and the Flash many folks nowadays have grown up with. Barry Allen first appeared in Showcase number 4 in 1956. And man, Barry Allen is just one of those goats, man. He's one of the coldest guys out there. Barry Allen was created during a time when superhero comics had fallen off badly. During the 50s, folks did not care about superhero comics anymore. The media folks liked at the time were love and science fiction stories. So the folks at DC were thinking, what if we bring back one of the more popular characters from the 40s and reinvent them with science fiction in a way? And boom, we got the creation of Barry Allen, the Silver Age Flash. Barry's creation was so successful that the homie not only got his own book, but also became a founding member of the Justice League. Barry's creation also in a way led to Marvel creating some of the earliest heroes that dealt with science fiction such as the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. Barry was also the Flash who introduced the concept of the multiverse to us and continued doing crazy stuff up until his demise in the 1985 storyline Crisis on Infinite Earths. Just to let y'all know, Barry Allen has one of the longest deaths of any superhero in real life time. Barry wouldn't be resurrected until until 2008 and Final Crisis. Like, can you just think about that for a second? Bro was dead for 23 years. Insane, but Barry has continued to make a defining impact as the Flash in pieces of media such as the CW show, numerous video games, and animated movies like Flashpoint Paradox and Injustice 2. Even during the DC Extended Universe 2, though we don't talk about the Flash movie because, yeah, it was hot trash. Barry Allen to many people out there is their Flash, and he will always have that dog in him due to the fact he brought in the Super Age comics with his Flash debut in 1956, along with the concept of the multiverse. Now, my G's, we must talk about the S-tier yapper known as Wally West, the OG Kid Flash, the third Flash, and the Sonic community's #1 op in that Dead Battle video. Like Barry Allen, Wally West is the Flash many folks grew up with. If you were born in the 90s or the early 2000s, Wally was most likely your Flash, thanks to the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited shows that featured him as the Flash. Wally is known for being the OG Kid Flash and a founding member of the Teen Titans, but his important role as a character came to him in 1986 when he became the new version of the Flash following Barry Allen's death in the infamous story Crisis on Infinite Earths. And for the next 25 years, Wally held it down for a successor to a previous character. During Wally's run as the Flash, we got the phrase, "My name is, and I'm the fastest man alive" in each opening story. The Flash family, the Speed Force, and Eporthon's twisted origin. It was also during this time that Wally became the fastest Flash of all time with his ridiculous feats, such as running faster than instant teleportation and outrunning the Black Flash at the end of time. Wally's also the Flash known for stealing an opponent's kinetic energy. Wally was on Cloud 9 during the 90s and early 2000s. The homie married a Korean baddie known as Linda Park and had 2 children. Wally was in the Justice League cartoons, the Teen Titans cartoons, and Young Justice, and Justice League Crisis on 2 Earths, and had a defining him moment when he cooked the fraud known as Braniac Luthor. Wally had 2 Flash films planned in the 2000s, a Justice League mortal appearance at a late actor Anton Yelchin, and a 2008 video game in the works too. Just imagine all that came out. Flash will probably be bigger than he is now. Wally was showing all the signs of being a generational talent, which is why when DC tried removing Wally during the New 52, folks were like, hell nah, y'all aren't removing the Flash we grew up with, and started cooking DC to the point where the company was like, fine, y'all win, and brought Wally back during DC Rebirth. Nowadays, Wally is the main Flash once again like he was in the 2000s. Wally has always had that dog in him due to his progression as a character from Flash fanboy into becoming the Flash himself, not to mention his drip as the Flash. You can never go wrong with any of his costumes. Bart Allen is the first Impulse, second Kid Flash, and fourth Flash, a founding member of Young Justice. Bart Allen is such an underrated character compared to his 3 predecessors. Bart is a funny dude with loads of charisma like Wally West and the grandson of Barry Allen. Not to mention, Bart has some of the coolest abilities of any speedster, such as his speed scout technique, which is essentially the Shadow Clone Jutsu in speedster form. Though the homie has never used it again after one of his clones got deleted. You hate to see it. Bart was one of DC's most popular characters in the 90s, and by the time the 2000s rolled around, he joined a new incarnation of the Teen Titans and became the second Kid Flash. Bart enjoyed his time as Kid Flash up until 2006 when he became the new Flash after Wally was sent to a different Earth alongside his family. Unlike the previous Flashes, Bart did not stay as the Flash for that long, as fans disliked him in the role and felt like he lost too much of his wit and charisma. Fans were right, but to delete him for speaking their thoughts was crazy then and still is to this day. Bart was brought back later on and operates nowadays as Impulse, since Ace West is the current Kid Flash in present time. Superman flies up to the middle of Lexer City and takes apart a playground, and I'm just like, damn Supes, you're just gonna ruin something great for the kids, huh? Lex runs up to Superman and tells the GOAT that he doesn't understand the situation at hand. Super's like, I know this elite hater of mine is not saying some rubbish to me right now, and pushed the rich man away as he told his arch nemesis he doesn't know what device he has installed underneath the city, but he's going to find out. Now y'all are probably wondering, why is Soup so hell-bent on performing this task? Well, earlier, he overheard Lex and Mercy Graves discussing an evacuation as something was placed underneath the city. Super hearing, you gotta love it. Superman gets ready to pull out the Heihachi ground smash, which stops his actions as the Chad Captain Marvel flies over to tell the 2 rivals to settle down. And you can see from Superman's face here, you can tell the GOAT was fed up with Marvel in this entire episode. Lex, the grade A ass kisser, walks up to Billy to thank him for being there as he informs the hero that Superman won't listen to him, but the GOAT was like, none of you clowns have X-ray vision like I do, and there's some Generator X ass machine underneath. I need to go find it now and destroy it. As Superman got ready to finally utilize the Tekken 7 ground punch, Lex stops Superman again as he tells him if he touches the device, it'll go off. Cap in the back got notified like a GTA NPC and was like, go off. What do you mean by that? Superman realized he finally had a score over Lex pressed him on admitting he placed the bomb underneath the city. Superman was on that Twitter hive mind cancellation for Lex Luthor, and you can't blame my guy. Lex has been hating on this dude ever since the GOAT pulled up to Metropolis for the first time. I'd be reverse hating him too. Lex explains he put an experimental engine fusion underneath the city to provide free energy to everyone who lives there. That sounds like a dream come true. Billy, the second elite ass kisser here, was like, see my G, he's good. Superman asks Lex about alleged shielding, resulting in Lex saying, for your protection, as the engine creates energy from the controlled fusion of kryptonite molecules. This bald dude Lex needs to learn to stop messing with kryptonite, man. Billy once again says, see, this chat had me dying. He's like that one loyal homie who backs you up in any messed up situation. Superman, who was in his butthurt state, asks this off why he never told him this crucial information. Lex tells him he may have been afraid that he wouldn't have believed him. Captain Marvel puts on his settlement hat as he informs the both of them that they can call the Atom or Steel to check up on the device to see if Lex is telling the truth. Bro knew the wisdom of Solomon was working so well for him as he pulled out an S-tier level smile and pose. A pose All Might would be proud of. Lex looked like, damn, he ain't that bad, and faced Superman again to say, at least someone around here is keeping a cool head. This right here ticked off Superman as he told the both of them there was no time before shoving them away with Prestige and Nell card. Billy flies back up to Superman and stops him as he tells his fellow hero he can't judge. Before Billy can even finish his sentence, he was sent flying away like Jugo in a statue of Lex and a little girl. You already know this poor city's about to be decimated. Billy was like, oh, this dude thinks I'm not a Hall of Fame talent like him? I bet. Bro legit said no more of being a nice guy. I felt that, to be honest. Cap flies towards Superman and look at this man. My guy is dead ass on decimating the city to find the bomb. Superman lets go of the square button to destroy the ground of the city. Billy swoops up with a silent takedown and swirls Superman around like forearms and is thrown down with that mammoth, resulting in the Man of Steel being sent up in the air like a bullet bill. Lex walks up and you know deep down Lex is enjoying this. Seeing his op potentially get whooped by someone on his power level must be a dream come true. The news reporters also show up as they need to get their own bag as well. Superman flies back, resulting in Cap putting on his locked in card to prepare for battle as well. Lex calls out to Captain Marvel as he pleads with him on finding another way. Superman and Captain Marvel fly at each other with their speeds maxed out as they both pull out the most glorious flying poses I've ever seen. Like, look at my guy Billy right here. He is certified him. The two heroes' punches connect, resulting in Billy flying back, and look at all those windows being shattered. Why can't y'all heroes ever let normal civilians get good stuff? Y'all always be breaking stuff. Billy crashes into a hospital with a name Lena Luthor, aka the sister of Lex Luthor, or the daughter of Lex. We don't know which one is referenced here. I know y'all want them TikTok and Instagram views, but y'all need to get out of there before y'all all end up like Flonomio. Superman lands down and surveys the area. Y'all, the next scene was even crazier as Billy pulled out a whole bus to hit Superman with it. That is crazy, y'all. My guy pulled out the Call of Duty bus out of his ass to hit Superman with it. You gotta love the effort. This right here is so humiliating. Superman's out here looking like a squashed Looney Tunes character. Captain Marvel tosses the bus with Superman on it into another building, resulting in an explosion. And look at this dude's face. Why are you surprised by the explosion? You just tossed a bus that weighs 36,000 pounds into a building. The explosion was so massive that it sent Billy flying away too. My guy cooked himself with his own move too. You can't make this up. Superman flies out of the destroyed building and this man's face. He's fed the fuck up as Superman minks Billy in the face with Billy seeing birds around his head. Supes follows up with another Mike Tyson punch which sends Billy into another building. Superheroes having throwdowns like this in DC is nothing new. We've seen it countless times from Diana and Power Girl to Superboy Prime and the entire superhero community. But these two certified G's, they were going off. Superman haymakers Billy in the face, resulting in Billy delivering a smack of his own. That only proved to irritate Superman as my guy pulled out the Shoryuken on Captain Marvel. These two were going so crazy that they were once again obliterating another building. Am I the only one who cares about the well-being of folks in these types of shows? Because I know they are having to deal with cost issues all the time. Billy is finally sent out of the building and his generational ass beating was not over yet as Superman flew over to punch him in the face, then follow up with another punch, performs two more punches and finishes off with a Shoryuken in the style of the homie Ken from Street Fighter. One thing we all know is the fact that Superman has prestige level hands. My GOAT gave Billy a Kazuya level combo from Tekken 5. I'll put some respect on Superman. Billy flies into another building, resulting in even more destruction. You couldn't pay me enough to be a civilian in these shows. Billy realized the disrespect had gone on long enough and flew over to Superman. Now we've been talking about Superman having hands, but nah, Billy got hands too as Billy hoisted his fist in the air to mink Superman in the face, punch him again, utilized his own Shoryuken, punch him in the stomach like he got Supes right here looking like Cell. This is foul work at display, and finished off his Tekken combo by punching him into a nearby building. And y'all already know this poor building got packed up to the afterlife as well. Superman flies out like a missile to start mixing up Billy. Like, yo, chill my guy. Look at how your punches are making this man's neck stretch out like All Might. Superman performs another double axe handle and finishes off his diabolical beating on Captain Marvel by once again performing an uppercut that sends Billy into another building. You would think that Superman was on some unhinged shit with the way he's been treating Billy so far in this fight, but he made sure to double down on that fact by tackling the hero into an already messed up building. We pick back up on this generational fight as Billy punches Superman, and good for Billy. This man is sent flying into the hospital, so it's only natural he sends his ass into the bank of the city. Superman looks up and you can tell the GOAT is thinking of ending this once and for all. Bro doesn't want to potentially get cooked by a 10-year-old kid. Billy walks out too as the homie wants to finish this fight already so he can talk some sense into Superman. Superman, realizing this shit has got to stop, tore out the safe of the bank, and the next scene gotta be one of the foulest things I've ever seen Superman do in a fight. The GOAT broke out of the bank with the safe, and look at Superman's face. Bro doesn't care anymore. Billy realized shit went south for him quickly as he was crushed underneath the safe. I think we can all agree, we hate spammers, right? Especially in games like Tekken and Fortnite. So imagine how Billy must have felt here as Superman activated his spam badge to continuously hit Billy over and over again with a safe. Superman even paused for a second thinking, damn, I hope I didn't go overboard, and yes nigga, you did. Look at how you got Billy with only his hand out. You got him looking like those zombies from the Thriller Bark arc of One Piece. This isn't right. Superman tosses the spam weapon away and barrels himself underneath to find a device. Billy, who was fed up with being turned into a punching bag, pulled up, and man, Superman, look at how you messed up this man's suit. Captain Marvel got to get his lick back because ain't no way. Billy runs up to Superman to continue their battle. Unfortunate for Billy, Superman connected first with the mink, gave him a gut punch that would make Goku proud, and minked him again to the ground. This shot is crazy, and Superman's face in the scene is too. Like I said, the GOAT has been wanting to cook Captain Marvel this entire episode. Superman continues to search for the device, and one thing you should never do is turn your back on your opponent, especially when your opponent is the 98 overall Chad known as Captain Marvel. Billy performed a silent takedown on Superman. Now the spam attack Superman did on Billy earlier was foul, so it was only natural that he would be on the receiving end of a spam attack himself as Billy shouted out the word Shazam on Superman's chest, frying it up instantly. Billy is a good matchup for Superman because not only is he on the same strength level as Superman, but his power is derived from magic, an element Superman is vulnerable to. One Shazam shout has this man's chest looking like the face of Darkseid. Billy shouts out the word Shazam again to fire up Superman's chest again, and yeah, Superman, you being on the receiving end of a spam attack isn't funny, oh my god. Billy attempts for a third Shazam shout, but Superman wasn't having it as he breaks free to grab Billy and change places with him. This results in Billy being hit with a lightning bolt and chaining back to his normal form. Superman was shocked to see Billy was just a little kid. Bro was here thinking, damn, I've been boxing with a little kid this entire time? Billy looks back and tries to say Shazam, but Superman was not having it anymore and closed his mouth shut with his hand, telling the young boy the fight was over. This will ultimately lead to Superman finding the bomb and stopping it, but of course, things did not go good for Superman, bro, because he realized that, you know, after the atom came, he realized that, damn, I just made a fool out of myself in front of the whole world and Lex Luthor. And so Superman was like, you know, my bad, Lex Luthor. I'll get my homie Batman to fix up everything here. And Batman was just looking like, bro,
Let's go.
Captain Atom tells Superman and Huntress he won't allow them to escape Cadmus with a question. And I know you guys have a lot of questions. Why is Atom suddenly a heel? And how did question get put in this unconscious animation right here? Captain Atom had his Air Force commission reactivated by the sick individual known as General Eiling at the orders of Amanda Waller and Lex Luthor. With his military rank back up, Atom was forced to temporarily leave the League and assume his duties under Cadmus since he served with the military before joining the Justice League years later. As for Question, he got whooped by Lex Luthor, and I mean bad, y'all. Lex had Question looking like Bugs Bunny from the original Space Jam film after he was done getting packed up by one of the giants in that film. Anyway, Superman, being the prestige talent that he is, did not take Atom's warning seriously, and Atom, realizing this, decided to power up his hand and mink Superman so hard he was flying away like Fat Boo into a wall. Atom tells Superman he controls radiation as well as red sun radiation, and red sun radiation, for those unaware, is super bad for Superman. The red sun's energy can weaken Superman over time and in most cases render him powerless. Superman orders Huntress to escape the Question as he realizes he's about to be in an Orton Triple H level matchup with Captain Atom. Huntress was like, yeah, I was already planning on doing that, as Superman gives her his comms link so she can notify Martian Manhunter to transport her out of the facility with the question. Captain Atom, who was in his 2001 Randy Savage era, tells everyone that nobody is going anywhere but question. And my goodness, look at these two sizing each other up. It's giving me that Baki and Yujiro type energy from the Baki series. Atom tries to mink Superman but misses as the GOAT superhero ducks and gives him the two-piece law combo to the back before using his throw badge to toss Atom to a nearby wall. Superman glances over at Atom, which was a huge blunder by the GOAT hero, as Atom uses the opportunity to blast the GOAT hero with more Red Sun radiation. Y'all see how smart Captain Atom is? My guy knows Superman and Red Sun radiation don't mix well at all and is using that to his advantage. That's some Walter White type thinking right there. Now we must get ready to talk about Atom's disgusting Tekken combo on Superman, as Atom minks Superman in the face, punches him again, utilizes the Z gut punch technique, performs the dragon uppercut from Tekken, and finishes off by delivering the big KO punch on Superman, resulting in the GOAT hero being dropped on the floor. Not the crocodile pose again. Atom did my boy Superman so dirty here. Cap hovers down and is like, damn, I just packed up my former boss, and walks off to see if he can catch up on Question and Huntress. And you see, my G's, Atom made a grave mistake right here, which is to never walk out on your opponent, especially when your opponent in this situation is the 100 overall talent known as Superman. Like, do you see Superman in this frame? My guy is probably thinking, oh, you think I'd be done after a mid 5-piece combo like that? Superman moves up to Atom, and look at my guy's face. Why are you so surprised, my dude? There was no way you were gonna pack up Superman with a measly Tekken combo like that. Superman punches Atom, which sends him crashing into another wall, and my goodness, Atom is about to get it. I already know from the man's pose here. Superman performs a shoryuken on Atom and traps him against the wall so he can deliver another mink to his op. The dust settles, and man, Atom is already utilizing the R-Truth fake knockout technique on Superman. There's no way the GOAT hero falls for this trap, right? Well, he does, as Superman lowers his fist. My GOAT can be serious right now. The camera pans up to Atom's face, and you see what I mean? My guy suckered Superman in and is about to spam this dude into oblivion with Red Sun radiation. My dude doesn't pull out any other type of radiation. He goes straight for the Red Sun type energy, bro. Captain Atom uses the Kali Vice Grip on Superman as both men crash onto the pavement, and for those thinking weird things here, stop it. No. Superman tries to get Atom off him, but instead receives 3 headbutts for his trouble. Now Atom is pulling out the Junkyard DAWG finishing move. Is there anything we won't see from this prestige talent? Atom grabs Supes by the head, and oh my god, he's got Superman in the punk position. Yeah, this is bad. Atom slams Superman to the pavement 16 style and swings Superman around with his cape. Atom is giving it to Superman, y'all. I won't lie. And the GOAT hero pressed to a wall again? Captain Atom fires energy at Superman, and Superman isn't having it as he uses a piece of the wall to repel the beam back into Atom. An Albert Einstein counter right there. Atom fires another beam at Superman, resulting in the hero flopping around like a fish. Atom lands on top of Superman and continues minking Superman with a stone face emoji equipped. Superman and Atom's throwdown was becoming so extreme that they were knocking each other into different rooms. Mind you, Huntress was trying to escape this facility too, while these two powerhouses created a shockwave in every room they were in. Luckily for Huntress, Superman happened to bullet bill Atom into a wall, allowing her and Question to enter the next room. All while Superman and Atom continue their throwdown, by the way. Like, you know it's starting to get bad for Atom when he's out here trying to put Superman in a sleeper hold. That technique never works on Superman. Superman tosses Atom off him and flies to continue the throwdown.
A few moments later.
Superman slides down the pavement, and I'm thinking, Superman, are you for real right now? But when I see the next shot of Atom, I'm like, oh my god, Superman has done a number on Atom in this fight. Not to mention, Atom looks pissed. This man screwed up his containment suit. Superman grabs the floor and uses the Sacred Towel Worm ability from Twilight Princess to send Atom flying away into a wall. Walls have been the greatest allies and enemies of Superman and Atom's in this throwdown. Atom crashes down to the floor as Superman grabs a metal rail. I think you guys know what Superman is getting ready to do with that rail. Superman, in the most disrespectful way, throws Cap against the wall so he can cuff his hand with a metal rail. Superman even tells Captain Atom he's had enough of the energy blast, and one statement you should never tell a spammer is you are tired of their spamming, because all they're going to do is continue doing the same attack. Case in point here, Adam fires another blast at Superman, all while having the final shine hand formation too. Adam flies up to Superman and presses his square button to perform a double uppercut on the GOAT superhero. Adam attempts for another uppercut, but Superman parries and two-piece combos Adam so hard in the face that he's sent back to the ground. Ah man, I'm starting to feel bad for Adam. Y'all see how badly damaged his containment suit is? Adam gets up and tries to attack Superman, but Supes, who was in his Meet the Graham's levels of disrespectfulness, sidesteps out of Adam's way so he can crash headfirst into a wall. This shot is so humiliating, man. Superman got Adam looking down bad again. Adam removes his head from the wall and breaks free from his entrapment, while Superman tells him he had a good fight but needs to stand down already. Adam gets up and looks at Superman as he tells him he can't do that as he'll be defying orders from the US government and General Eiling. Adam powers himself up one more time as he runs up to Superman, and my GOAT isn't even posting up anymore. Yeah, this fight is about to end tragically for Adam. Adam tries to swipe at Superman but fails miserably as Superman grabs Adam's left hand and performs an uppercut on Adam, and I'm sorry y'all, but this pose here is atrocious. Adam got that defeated villain pose locked in here, and he ain't even a villain. Adam flies into the wall, and man, good game. He's done as Adam lands head first into the ground. Superman looks down in his fallen comrade's body, and you can see this battle hurt Superman more than anything. Dude did not want to pack up his homie like that at all. Cadmus officials enter the room to take a look at Adam's unconscious body, but Superman orders the nurse to not dare touch him as he's a member of the Justice League. Superman walks up and picks up Adam, and man, the GOAT hero's face. If there was any more reason for Superman to dislike Cadmus, it was this moment right here. Just as Joker prepares to finish off Batman Beyond, Ace, no not this Ace jumps up with a dog pounce technique, and look at this dog, man. He is him. Folks talk about Crypto all the time, but Ace the real GOAT besides Iggy of course. Joker was like, hey yo, a dog? And before he could even do anything, Ace pounced on him with a signature Bat Family Arkham technique and tackled him to the ground. Someone give Ace a contract to the NFL. My dog just put down the greatest villain in history. That's incredible. Had the Joker moaning out in pain like he's cursed the cowardly dog after one of his beating sessions. You're probably thinking, Ace possibly couldn't become any cooler here, right? Well, you're wrong. Just look at the homie's face. He's ready to pounce on the Joker again with a second of a command. You just gotta love it. Terry orders Ace to break his electrical wristband, and look at this next shot. I know all my viewers who are dog lovers and owners, you've probably been in a similar situation like this. You're posted up alongside your dog, ready to conquer the day. Joker gets up and oh yeah, my guy is fed up. Bro's pulling out the Bob Backlund pose. You know something diabolical is about to happen. Ace charges Joker with his offense badge equipped, and oh no. When you see Joker pulling out this smile, just know he's about to do something dirty, like Dominic Mysterio level dirty. The camera moves to Joker's hand, and you see what I'm talking about? Joker is ready to give Ace an electrical blast that will make Raikou proud. Joker utilizes the Raikou electrical technique on Ace, causing him to fall back, and Joker, you sick individual. Ace tries to get up, and one thing about Ace, y'all, he's a loyal dog. You gotta love that energy. Joker was like, oh, you still want some more, huh? And this man's face in the next shot, but he realized he might have messed up attacking a dog as Terry performed his own NFL tackle to drop Joker to the ground. And during this entire commentary so far, y'all are probably wondering, how is Joker in this current timeline of Batman Beyond? Shouldn't he be old like Bruce Wayne in this show? And yes, my brothers and sisters, you are correct. That's why we briefly need to go over how the Joker came back in the Batman Beyond timeline. We first pick up during Bruce Wayne's prime years as Batman, along with his two teammates, Batgirl and Tim Drake Robin. On one horrific patrol, Tim Drake is kidnapped by Harley Quinn, and I'ma just let y'all know, the amount of torture these two did to Robin, it's so crazy. To think Warner Brothers and DC were able to pull this off in an animated movie back then speaks volumes. For the next 3 weeks, Tim would be tortured by this evil power couple until they were finally able to bend him to their will, transforming him into a Joker Jr. Still one of the wildest moments in Batman history. A last battle between Batman and Joker happens, and just as it seems that Tim would delete Batman, he switches back to a babyface at the last second and kills the Joker with a bullet. From here, Tim was left traumatized and ended up quitting being Robin. However, the horror here doesn't end, as it's later revealed that Joker injected his genetic makeup into Tim's body, allowing him to take control of the former Boy Wonder's body. Yeah, Joker is essentially Baby in this story from Dragon Ball GT. Now that we got that covered, let's get right back on with the main fight. Joker's weapon falls from the impact, causing it to bounce to the circuits of the satellite, Joker has installed. Joker screams out a no as he realizes his plan just got finished thanks to Terry. To describe it perfectly, Terry's Hall of Fame tackle caused the Joker's beams to redirect to their location. Yeah, Buddy's base is gonna be packed up like Chatsu from the Sand Saga. Joker was like, damn, this youngster ruined my plans, and told the prestige talent he was leaving. Terry tells this man to hold it and yeah, talk your stuff, Terry. Joker thinks he can walk out on Batman Beyond and not suffer any consequences. Batman pulls Joker back and Joker's like, oh, this boy got balls, but the villain insists their battle is over. Terry, who was in his heroic era, told Joker he's taking him in whether he likes it or not. Joker laughs at Terry's statement, and man, Joker has to be one of the most disrespectful villains in cinema history. Joker straight up laughed at Terry's declaration. I understand he's dealt with the original Batman, so he believes Terry is nothing, but oh man, he's quickly about to learn that Terry is indeed a Hall of Fame player as well. Now we must get ready to talk about one of the most disgusting combos ever as the Joker proceeds to mink Terry in the face. His grin, oh my god, gives him a gut punch like he's Gojo out here, performs a shoryuken on the hero. Like Joker rocked Terry so badly here that his neck was extending out like elongated man. With Terry in the stunned character pose, Joker uses the opportunity to free himself and the most diabolical smile in history easily. Joker continues the tragic beating of Terry by throwing him into a nearby table. Joker's out here using the sacred move that school bullies always use. This ain't looking too good for Terry. Joker walks up and I'm sorry y'all, but Joker looks too fire. He knows he's him. Joker tells Terry he's out of his league as he knows everything about the original Batman and Robin. Terry was like, cool, but you don't know anything about me. And this made Joker laugh, and not gonna lie y'all, I was laughing a little too when I first saw this movie back then. Joker puts on his RDC World badge to cook up a roast session on Terry being a punk, a rank amateur, and a costume errand boy taking orders from a senile old man. And wow, Joker cooked here, not gonna lie. The next scene had me busting out laughing though when Joker pulled up his sleeves while prompting Terry to fight him again. My dude has taken over a retired Robin's body and now he thinks he's Popeyes now. Insane behavior. But he even got the king fighting pose going on too from Tekken. This is crazy. Terry runs away, causing Joker to once again trash talk him, and knowing Terry, this dude ain't running away. He's planning on doing something serious. Terry closes the door and delivers possibly his most iconic line, let's dance bozo. I say this because so many people use the word bozo to this day. Terry runs at Joker like a man on a mission as he performs his third NFL tackle on the Joker, and Joker's face, he's already panicking. Joker grabs a nearby pipe and tries to hit Terry with it, and now Joker is utilizing the sawable technique. Do y'all see how fire this fight is so far? Both of the prestige talents perform a rock kick up as Joker throws the pipe at Terry. Luckily Terry dodges, and oh my god, Joker's about to double axe handle this man into oblivion. Terry blocks Joker's attack and tries his own shoryuken, then a punch, but both of his attacks fail as Joker utilizes a Mike Tyson punch on Terry. Joker, you might be him, I'm afraid. Terry runs up to try another punch, and Joker, why is he grinning like this? He's been waiting for the day to humble Batman in a fight, cause there's no other reason to be cheesing like this. Joker utilizes the Beerus death grip and minks Terry again, forcing him to backtrack a little. Terry hits up Bruce to see if he's got any pointers, and of course the GOAT has pointers. Bruce tells Terry to not listen to anything Joker says and to just power through. Terry realizes he's a wisecracker like Sonic the Hedgehog and begins devising a plan, and Joker bruh, he wants to pack up Terry so bad. Terry dodges the all-star punch from the Joker with his Ultra Instinct badge and blocks a Trish Stratus kick from the Joker as well, so he can grab the menace and utilize one of the nastiest moves the fighter can do, which is go low town. Yeah, Terry don't care y'all. Joker was like, hold up, what are you doing? Batman doesn't fight dirty, and Terry, not caring at all, pulls up Joker's shirt to express how different he is from the original Batman. Deserved. Terry kicks Joker away, and Joker was impressed at the fact the Batman he's currently fighting is a jokester as he runs up on the hero again. Now this is where things start to get worse for the Joker, as Terry states he can't say the same thing about him as he dodges Joker's attack with his spoink card. One thing Joker doesn't like y'all is being told he's not funny at all. Like look at the man's face. That comment from Terry enraged him. Joker asks Terry, who does he think he's talking to? And Terry, the professional shit talker himself, picks up a WWE mic to say, oh, not a comedian, I'll tell you that. Joker grabs a nearby gun and tries shooting Terry with it while uttering, shut your mouth. Oh yeah, Terry is playing psychological warfare with Joker right now. He's done. Terry flies to the ceiling and realizes that the real Batman never talked to him in their previous encounters, which is why he became so obsessed with the legendary hero. Dang, right on the nose with that statement. Terry disarms Joker with a batarang as the 100 overall menace tells Terry to not play psychoanalyst with him. Terry the yapper tells the enraged villain he doesn't need a degree to figure him out. Oh man, There are many great trash talkers out there, and Terry is one of them. Terry shuts off the lights and tells the Joker the reason why he came back is because he never got a laugh out of the original Batman, and Joker was in disbelief. The gold villain did not want to hear Terry's correct yapping on him at all. Terry informs the Joker to get a clue already, and the fact Bruce has no sense of humor and that he wouldn't know a good joke if it bit him in the cape, unless you're Guy Gardner, of course. Joker orders Terry to shut up as he tries to get out. When you're making the greatest villain of all time resort to trying to escape like this, just know you won already. Terry's continual burial of the Joker causes the mad clown to start spazzing out of control. Imagine being in Joker's shoes here. You're the greatest villain of all time and you're being laughed at by the person who you view to not be as incredible as your original op. On top of that, he's laughing at your origin like Sukuna. I'm surprised Joker hasn't exploded yet. Joker grabs a bunch of bombs as he tells Terry not to laugh at him. Terry on the other hand was like, you always wanted to make Batman laugh, so I'ma laugh at you. Joker, who was tired of being disrespected, yells saying Terry ain't no Batman and throws bombs at the young hero, causing him to shut up in the explosion. Terry tries to recover, but little does he know that Joker is currently in the spammer era as the villain tosses a final bomb towards him. And yeah, Terry, I'm sorry my G, but say goodbye. Terry flies across the room like Vegeta and tries to get up, and oh my god, yo, Joker, chill man. The gold villain has a table in the air. Yeah, Terry, you made the Joker Benson level angry. Joker slams the table on Terry and the evil grin is back out. Oh no. Joker rips off Terry's mask to get one final look at him before putting this man into the Sasuke chokehold pose. Joker laughs at Terry as he tells him to laugh now at his final moments. Unfortunately for the Joker, Terry has anime main character blood in his veins as Terry uses the same shocker Joker had earlier in the fight to fry the chip on his neck, causing him to pull out the sacred cartoon villain scream, eradicating him instantly and freeing Tim Drake from his hold. If y'all enjoyed the video, consider hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel. I also got an Instagram if y'all want to follow on there. As always, I hope y'all continue a nice week and I'll catch y'all for the next video. VoroAMI out.